Today I wanted to come out to the job site and actually share this video with you from a new luxury fix and flip project that we're working on. I really want to talk to you about how you start to transition from wherever you're at to higher end and higher end markets where you can get those big profits. Coming up.
This video is brought to you by FLIPSTER, the nation's #1 real estate software, with tools for finding, funding, and flipping houses. Check it out now at getflipster.com.
Hey, if you're new here to the channel, I'm Jerry Norton with flippingmastery.com, and this channel is all about ways to make money wholesaling and flipping real estate so you can live your dream life. Be sure to subscribe and turn on the bell notifications so you don't miss new videos. I want to show you on this video what it takes and to help you gain the mindset and the #1 thing that you need to start doing as a flipper, if you're into fix and flip, to how to get out of these low margin, low price homes and start to move into the higher margin, higher profit, high end luxury real estate. I'm talking the million plus real estate market, and how you could start making 6 figures, mid 6 figures, and high 6 figures on one deal, on a single fix and flip. This is one of those projects right here. We're hoping to do really well with this, but we got a real issue here because the driveway goes down and we can't really get a dumpster down there. So we're trying to figure this out. Like, what do we do? So right now, all the debris from demo is just going in the garage. Wait till you see this, it's crazy. But I'll walk down now and you can kind of see the how this driveway just slopes way down, and I just don't think I could get a dumpster down in there. Wow. And we still got a lot more demo to do, so we're gonna have to start hauling this out of here. But let's go check out the demo now. You know, if you're thinking, well, how do I break into luxury? How do I break into high-end fix and flip? You really want to study and understand new construction. And what I mean by that is design and floor plan. Look really at square footage, ceiling height. Ceiling height's a huge one right now. We cannot do these high-end flips if we don't have ceiling height. That's the #1 thing we look for, is ceiling height. And if you look at this house, most of the 90s homes built in the 90s, they did a lot of soffits. So what they did is they define the rooms by soffits. So they start really high and then they bring the ceiling height down with soffits. It's the dumbest thing ever. But what's cool about it is you pull those soffits out and now you're getting back to 12-foot ceilings, 10, 12, 14-foot ceilings. All new construction today on high-end luxury has ceiling height. So if we go in and we look at a home that we're going to remodel in a high-end area, and we got, 8, 9-foot ceilings and we can't go higher, we're out. Like, it doesn't even matter anymore. We can't do it. We got to move on and look for another deal. These 90s homes are the best because in the 90s is when they really started going high ceilings on their joists and rafters, and then brought them back down lower with soffits. And so pull the soffits out and you're back to high ceilings. See where the drywall comes, where it stops right there, right over there? That was all soffit. This is another example right there. That was the ceiling where the drywall stops right there. And then again, if we've got the square footage, right location, views, neighborhood, all of that new construction going on around that we can understand, then you can basically back into, what do I got to make this house look like? And you can do anything if you've got ceiling height and square footage, because now it's just a matter of putting in trusses, taking walls down, redesigning, moving things. We're filling in a patio area, making that the kitchen. So this wall right here behind me, this is all going and out there to that patio. See how it's covered? We're gonna fill all of that in. So we're gonna grab this exterior square footage here. That's now gonna become our kitchen. So we're gonna, you can do anything really once, if you have the right canvas. That's where, coming into this home here, where they've got homes in the 90s and new construction, homes in the 2000s, it's all dated, it's all the wrong floor plan, wrong design, and then we can come in and recreate a new construction feel like I've been talking about. So as you start to think about, well, how do I start to get into the higher price points? Because honestly, that's where the money's at. I mean, the money is in the higher end homes, and all markets have high end, all markets have luxury, and all markets have a strong demand from buyers, right? Doctors and high net individuals want this type of product. You got to understand it. You got to understand supply and demand and who your buyer is, what they want. But the way to learn that is you really start to study new construction, and then you can figure out your cost from there and what it's going to take to get you to that point, back in your numbers and start making offers. So we got this home for $600,000. Our budget is $450, $450 all in for $1 million. Sell, list for $1.9, try to get $1.7 conservatively. Pretty good numbers. More than anything, when you see a project like this, my hope with sharing this with you is that you'll catch a vision of thinking bigger, right? Think bigger than just a regular carpet and paint where you try to make 20 grand on a fix and flip. Like, that's small thinking. I get it if you're there now or that's where you're starting. Start wherever you're at, that's fine. But I want you to really create a vision of where you can take this business. And you can literally earn a 7-figure business flipping a couple of deals a year when you learn how to do luxury. So there is so much more potential than you think there is in this business that most people think. Most people live so below the potential of what wholesaling and fix and flip, especially what it has to offer. Right. So when doing a giant rehab for a high-end home like this, you've really got to check all the boxes. So what I mean by that is it's got to hit everything that new construction provides at this price point. So see how we have all these steps that they did? They divided up the levels. They're all over. That's how they did it in the 90s. We're actually filling in all of this. We're filling in 18 inches. So that way, when you come through that front door, you're all one level all the way back to here. Now we're losing 18 inches when we fill all that in, but we're gaining it again from our higher ceilings because buyers in this market, new construction does not have steps everywhere. It's all one level, right? New construction at this square footage in this end of the neighborhood sells for about $2.5 million. In fact, there's a spec build that's a little bit bigger, but basically our same house that we can see right out our window, and they're asking $2.5, and that spec builder gets around that $2.2 to $2.5 for new construction out here. So we're a remodel, we're not new construction, but we want to redesign it as much as possible to be new construction. We want someone to walk in and it have all of the benefit, all of the feature, all of the feel of new construction without it actually being new construction, because the home's built in the 90s. So what that means is the check boxes for us are, we've got to have the right garage, we've got the pool already, we've got to have the right open floor plan, the ceiling height, 4 bedrooms, a 5th one because we're going to make the office with a closet, so it could be a 5th bedroom. All the bedrooms have their own bathroom, their own dedicated bathrooms, right? A game room, which we have room for that. The right kind of master with the size, big walk-in closet, big shower, bath area, big bedroom area, and then views. Views is the other really big thing. So we're going to recapture all the views, big windows, big sliders to catch the views of this home. And by doing all of those things, and then with the right design finishes, the right type of tile, flooring, lighting, all of it, then we come out on the market, just under 6,000 square feet as like new construction, and then we're priced below new construction. So if this home were new construction, it would get in the 2s. We're going to list at 199 and then, shoot for a 1.7 sale. And so then we're priced below new construction because that's who we're competing with. So we want a buyer to come out and go look at their house for 2.5, come look at ours for 2, make us an offer. So although it sounds really risky to do a rehab like this, and there is some risk obviously, but being all in for $1 million, listing for 1.9, selling for 1.7, I mean, those are some pretty good spreads on the numbers. It is very intimidating when you look at it right now with the demo and everything getting torn out. But once we figure out our final floor plan design and we get passed off with engineering, we get our trusses and everything figured out, and then now we insulate, drywall, or run all your roughs, right? Rough plumbing, rough electrical, rough mechanical. And then we get to drywall. It's easy now. Now it's just finishes. It's all finishes. So getting to that point is the hard part. That's the tricky part. we don't actually make final decisions until all the demo's done, because now we have an open canvas to work with. So that's what we're working on here over the next several weeks, is to get to that point where we can have a structural engineer come in, sign off on everything we want to do, then create an engineer drawing, then we can submit that, get approval from the city, and then boom, we can just go now. We can put it back together. The biggest thing that'll hold us up right now is just HOA, because we're doing exterior stuff, so we got to get their approval and permitting. You know, once we get through that though, we're going to fly. So pretty exciting project to be working on right now.